The Duck and the Cat. In a quiet countryside near a shimmering blue lake lived a little duck named Denny. Unlike other ducks, Denny didn't care much for swimming. He had a dream. He wanted to fly high, just like the eagles soaring in the sky. Every morning he would flap his tiny wings, hoping that one day they would lift him. Watching from a rock, a sleek black cat named Cleo smirked. "You're a bird that can't fly," she teased. "What's the point of trying?" Denny smiled. "I may not fly today, but that doesn't mean I never will." Cleo shook her head. "Ducks are made for swimming, not flying. Stick to what you're good at." But Denny wasn't discouraged. Day after day, he kept flapping, hopping, and even climbing onto rocks to leap off, only to land with a soft plop in the grass. The other animals chuckled, but Denny kept going. Cleo, however, was different. She had always been fast and agile. She could leap onto fences, climb tall trees, and sneak through tiny gaps. Unlike Denny, she never wished to be something else. She was proud of who she was. One evening, dark clouds rolled in. The wind howled through the trees and the sky turned gray. The lake, usually so calm, churned with strong waves. A storm was coming. Cleo watched from her favorite rock, but suddenly the water started rising. She jumped back, but the ground was already soaked. The river swelled, flooding the land. Cleo leaped onto a tree stump, but the current was strong. She was trapped. Denny, safely floating in the water, spotted her. Without hesitation, he paddled through the rushing waves. "Cleo, jump on," he quacked. Cleo hesitated. She hated water. Her fur would get soaked and she wouldn't be able to move as quickly. But as the water crept higher, she knew she had no choice. She leaped onto Denny's back, digging her claws in slightly. With all his strength, Denny swam through the flood, dodging broken branches and strong currents. The rain poured down, but he kept going. Cleo clung to him, eyes wide with fear. After what felt like forever, they finally reached dry land. Cleo jumped off, shaking her drenched fur. She looked at Denny, who was exhausted but smiling. "You saved me," Cleo whispered. Denny chuckled. "I may not fly, but I can swim." Cleo stared at him for a moment, then let out a small laugh. "I guess we both have our strengths." From that day on, Cleo never teased Denny about flying again. Instead, she cheered him on. And while Denny never did fly like an eagle, he learned that sometimes the best thing you can do isn't changing who you are. It's embracing it. Moral: what seems like a weakness is often just a strength in disguise. Maine.